we go. Let's go to tax reform before I tell another story. I can't tell stories all day. I know it's Christmas week. So here is the beginning. So we passed tax reform. We're going to talk about inflation. We're going to talk about the media sending it back to their stockholders, okay? We're going to talk about who this is good for the rich. We're going to talk about everything in the taxes now for the next hour, so get ready, okay? Because I have just reminisced of growing up in the greatest country in the world. I've been reminiscing about having this awesome childhood with bicycles, a Huffy bicycle with a banana seat, playing baseball, throwing the baseball, catching the baseball, swinging the bat, getting run out of Rockaway Sales. That was another hardware store. I've talked about America. I just touched on it, how great it is. And I have a president of the United States that wants to make America great again. Okay? Here. So, tax reform. We start in the House approximately a month ago, and your congressman. Hey, Sam, Rose, whoever could do this so we can put it up, because I'm going to have you put it up on the screen, okay? I'm going to give you 2 phone numbers, all right? So, I want to give them to you because I'm going to say them out loud now, and then I want you to put them up when I say put them up. The D.C. number, okay? This is for Congressman Doug Collins' office. If you want to call Congressman Doug Collins' office in D.C. and say, thank you, Congressman, for supporting the President of the United States, okay? That number is 202-225-9893. 202-225-9893. That's Congressman Doug Collins' office. If you would like to call the district office over in Gainesville and tell his local staff, Congressman Collins' local staff, thank you. Because the district office is who compiles a good part of the information in the 9th Congressional District to let the congressman know how we feel. So they need to know in the district office. The people on the ground in the 9th District need to know this. So you can call the district office at 770-297-3388. 770-297-3388. Okay? So anyhow, we'll put those up. What we're doing this morning, and I didn't have Senator David Perdue's number, but what we're doing this morning is we're saying, could you please, I'm not telling you to support them. I'm not telling you to tell them how great they are, whatever. Just say thank you to your congressman or your senator, or both, if they have supported the President of the United States all year. And don't call Jeff Flake's office out in Arizona. Don't call Bob Corker. Don't call John McCain. Don't call Dean Heller out in Nevada. Don't call them, because they haven't supported the president all year, okay? Don't call them, all right? Call your congressman or your senator and say thank you. Now, let's go with where this started. This is your congressman, Congressman Doug Collins, and this is where it started with the vote about a month ago, getting it over to the Senate. So let's go there first. Play this. Tax reform.
On this vote, the yeas are 227, the nays are 205. The bill is passed. Without objection, a motion to reconsider is laid upon the table.
227, the bill is passed without objection. We have moved, that's your Congressman, 9th Congressional District, Doug Collins, we have moved the Tax Reform Job Act bill over to the Senate. Now, you're going to hear this. We're not going down this road. There is a technicality for reconciliation without having to use 60 votes in the Senate, that they have to go back to the House. They had to make a couple minor changes, not to policy, just to the name and how it got presented. So the Senate had to make some changes. So a formality, folks. Don't let the media fool you. Formality is it's going back to the House for a second vote, but it's done. So now let's go to Speaker of the House, Paul Ryan, and probably one of his most enjoyable days as Speaker of the House. Let's go to him last night.
Yeas are 227 and the nays are 203. The conference report is adopted without objection. The motion to reconsider is laid upon the table.
Good. He had a drop the mic moment. Yes, Speaker of the House Paul Ryan had a drop the mic moment. I mean, he dropped that gavel. He's dropped the mic, baby. Tax reform, America. Now, last night, now just a really quick, most of you are going to say, well, wait a minute, we know this already, but there could be the 1 or 2 or 3 or 7. I go from 3 to 7 all the time. Let's go with the Senate, and then I will explain. Let's go with the Senate. This is this morning, about 1:30 in the morning or whatever. So here's the Senate.
On this vote, the ayes are 51, the nays are 48. The Senate recedes from its amendment and concurs in H.R. 1 with further amendment. The Tax Cuts and Jobs Act is passed.
Okay, so the Democrats showed a little Kaepernick protest by booing, right? That's the Democrats with this job reform. Tax reform job bill. It's their version of the Kaepernick protest. They don't understand what they're protesting. They don't know why they're protesting, and it's going to do nothing but harm them in the end. But that's their Kaepernick protest. I wanted to leave that up so you can hear the boos. And by the way, the Vice President of the United States, I wonder if they teach this in school. The Vice President of the United States presides over the Senate. Provides over the Senate. The same governmental structure applies in the state of Georgia. You have a Speaker of the House, which the body picks the leader, Speaker of the House of the state of Georgia, which is Representative David Ralston, Speaker of the House of the state of Georgia, and then the state has a someone that presides over the state Senate, and that's your Lieutenant Governor. At this time, is Casey Cagle. So you've got Congressman Doug Collins gavels it in, sends it over to the Senate. Senate toys around with it, gets it into conference. They get it into conference. Conference, very deep. Republicans get a couple says. The House gets a couple says. The Senate gets a couple says. They go into conference. They say what they want to say, and it comes back out of conference. They vote to bring it out of conference. All right? And boom, once it's voted out of conference, and that's officially what they've done, they voted it out of conference, send it over to the Senate. Senate votes it in. Boom, it goes to the president's desk. Boom, he pulls out a pen. Boom, savings for you. Now we're going to break this whole tax reform thing down. I promise. I want to talk about who it's going to help versus who the media says it's going to hurt. I'm your host, BKP. Take us a break, Sam.